I'm going to tell you a story about basketball. Just one search on the internet. It's on Wikipedia. The story of basketball began with its invention in 1891 in Springfield, Massachusetts, by Canadian physical education tutor James Naismith, as a less injury-prone sport than football. Naismith was a 31-year-old graduate student when he created the indoor sport to keep athletes indoors during the winters. The game became established fairly quickly and grew very popular as the 20th century progressed, first in America and in the other parts of the world. After basketball became established in American colleges, the professional game followed. The American National Basketball Association (NBA), established in 1946, grew to the multi-billion-dollar enterprise by the end of the century, and basketball became an integral part of American culture. James Naismith invented basketball in 1891 at the International YMCA trading school in Springfield, Massachusetts. I'm going to tell you one story about the James Naismith, and I go show you about NBA too. James Naismith, November 1861. Nine was a Canadian-American physical educator, physical assistant, shuffling sports coach, and inventor of basketball at the age of 20 in 1891. He wrote the original basketball rule book and founded the University of Kansas basketball program. Naismith lived to see basketball adopted an Olympic demonstration sport in 1904 and as an official event at the 1936 Summer Olympics in Berlin, was held as well as a bird of the NATO Invasion Tournament 1938 and the NCAA Tournament. Born and raised a farm near Orlando, Ontario, Naismith studied physical education at Montreal McGill University before moving to the United States, where he designed the game of basketball in late 1891 while teaching at the International YMCA Trading School in Springfield, Massachusetts. 7 years after inventing basketball, Naismith received his medical degree in Denver. His 89 year. He then attended the University of Kansas, later became a Kansas GWM athletic director and coach. While a coach at Kansas, Naismith coached Clark Allen, who later became the coach at Kansas for 39 seasons, beginning a lengthy and prestigious coaching tree. Allen then went on to coach legends including Adolph Rupp and Dean Smith, among the others who themselves coached many to table players and future coach, despite coaching his final session in 1997. Smith is still the only coach in Kansas men's basketball history. He's a long hair. And some story, I'll show you some story. You can read, you can put in pause, read, or you can find this in your matter, any matter you search. This is presented in my channel about who I'm talking the talks, but it's not talks. This is the story of basketball, and I will show you some theory of basketball and some story of basketball. I go present this in my channel. Today is day 1 of December 2019. This is, I will show you about NBA too, NBA National Basketball Association. The National Basketball Association, NBA, means Professional Basketball League in North America, composed of 13 teams, 29 in United States, 1 in Canada. It's the champion of basketball last playoffs. It's Toronto Raptors. Everybody know. It is one of the 4 major professional sports leagues in the United States and Canada, and is widely considered to be the primary men's professional basketball league in the world. The league was founded in New York City on June 6, 1946, as the Basketball Association of America (BAA). It changed its name the National Basketball Association in August 3. In 1949, after merging with the competition National Basketball League (NBL), the NBL's regular session runs from October to April, which 18 playing 82 games. Its playoffs stand in June. NBA players are the world's best paid athletes by average annual salary per player. The NBA is a active member of USA Basketball, USAB, which is recognized by FIBA, also known as the International Basketball Federation, the national governing body for basketball in the United States. The league's several international was, while the individual team officers are directed out its head office in Newtown, Manhattan, while the NBA Entertainment and Media TV. You can see the National Basketball Association current session on computer sports. You can see in this now have a male team of basketball is WNBA, sorry, is WNBA. I follow some players male to have good game. You can search on internet. You can search on everywhere on internet. You can see the male teams of basketball around the world. Is like every country have men, have women too. This is team of basketball in United States. It's 29 teams. The Trail Blazers, Kings, Warriors, Clippers, Lakers, Sun, Jazz, Nuggets, Thunder. You can read all these. Wizards, Celtics. You can read all. You can read all. West Conference. This is West Conference about basketball in the United States. This is center. So do this is Western Conference, Northwest Pacific, Southwest. I will show you champions, team who conquered champions in the United States and others. In others the place. I will show you about everything who involved about basketball and other sports. It's a story about one of the better players of basketball ever done, Michael Jordan. Entered the league in 1984 with the Chicago Bulls, spurring more interest in the league. In 1988 and 1989, four cities got their wish as the Charlotte Hornets, Miami Heat, Orlando Magic, and Minnesota Timberwolves made their NBA debuts, bringing the total to 27 teams. The Detroit Pistons, who won the back-to-back NBA championships in 1989 and 1990, led the coach Chuck Daly and guard Isaac Thomas. Jordan and Scottie Pippen led the Bulls to 2-3 peats in 8 years during the 1991-1998 seasons. Joakim Olajuwon won back-to-back titles with the Houston Rockets in 1994 and 1995. This is women national basketball who I talked about before. I will show you about story about women too. The Women's National Basketball Association is a professional basketball league in the United States. It's currently composed of 12 teams. The league was founded on April 24, 1996 as the women's counterpart to the National Basketball Association, and league play starts in 1997. The regular session is played from May to September, which the All-Star game being played in waves throughout the session June and the middle of September and the beginning of October. 5 WNBA teams have direct NBA counterparts and play in the same arena in Indiana Fever, Los Angeles Sparks, Minnesota Lynx, etc. You can see NBA sports have good players. I see, I follow. The creation of the WNBA was officially approved by the NBA Board of Governors on April 24, 1996, and announced a press conference which Rebecca Lobo, Leslie, etc. The new WNBA was to compete with the recently formed American Basketball League, another professional women's basketball league. They began play in 1996. The WNBA began with 8 teams. You can see the team. You can see all this information. For you to see more information about this basketball, you read in the Wikipedia or you search on the matter. Have some stories about some players. This is one player's woman made a story on basketball. You can find this in Wikipedia. You know, this is a I will show you about US basketball to story, maybe have story of US basketball. I will show you about other things of basketball is a content I go show in my channel today, 1 of December. Back about inventor. I'll show you about some things about basketball too in Wikipedia. Is a great place for you can search everything about basketball. Have good things about basketball. It's one picture about rules of basketball, rules need done. Have some rules there, but now rule change. Rule is more. You can see this is one of first balls. It's one first balls of basketball. I have more things I have idea show you in these stories. I will show you about NBA draft. And NBA draft is one event who one player come to inside the NBA. You know, this is some draft of some players. This is draft 2003, but have more. Is have 2006 and more. You can read. I'll go show you about teams too. Show you about Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers American professional basketball. You know, basketball. Basketball is a team sport in which two teams, most commonly of 5 players each, opposing one another on a regular court, compete with the primary objective of shooting a basketball approximately 9 inches 24 cm in diameter through the defender hoop. A basketball 18 inches 46 cm in diameter mounted 12 feet, you know, each to a backboard at each end of the court, while preventing the opposing team from shooting through their hoop. A field goal is worth 2 points unless made from beyond the 3-point line. When it's worth 3, after a full-time play stops and the player fully or designated a shot, a technical foul is given, one of more 1 point. 3. Throws team which the most points at the end the game's wins, but a regular play spires the story till an additional period of play. Overtime is mandated. Players advance the ball by bouncing it while working or running, dribbling or passing it to a teammate, with which require considerable skills. No. So I have more things I will show you in another video. This is one part of the video I show you about basketball. I will show you some things about FIBA too. It's an international basketball federation. FIBA defends the rules of basketball, specifies the equipment, the facilities required, organizes international competitions, regulates and the transfer of athletes across countries, and controls the appointment of international referees. A total of 23 national federations are now members, organized since 1989 into 5 zones: Africa, America, Asia, Europe, and Oceania. The FIBA Basketball World Cup is a world tournament for men's national teams held every 4 years. Teams compete for the Naismith Trophy. Named in honor of basketball Canadian creator James Naismith, the tournament structure is similar but not identical to the FIBA World Cup in football. These tournaments occurred in the same year from the 97 through 2040, but start in 2090. The Basketball World Cup will move to the year following the FIBA World Cup, an April event for women's teams. The FIBA Women Basketball World Cup is also held quarterly for 1986. No, this is you can search more membership. 2003, 2013 national relations. Languages: English, French, etc. President M.E.M. Secretary General Andres Zakis. You know, this is the website of FIBA. You can search more information and about rules of basketball. I'll go show you rules of basketball in another video and show you about more details of theory of basketball. You know, this is theory of basketball who I present in my channel. The association was founded in Geneva in 1932. 2 years after the sport was officially recognized by the EOC. I don't know what the EOC, by the way. I go learn now. The EOC is abbreviation. I don't see abbreviation, but I can know. It's International Olympic Committee. You know, for playing in games Olympic. Sports organization Swiss, founded by where the EOC, you know, is Olympic Games. I can show you story about Olympic Games too, but you search on the Wikipedia is one great and can trust this information because it's one information of serious people who do good job.